Hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Caitlin. I'm fresh out of the shower, so I decided to show you my routine getting ready for a Saturday night. It's about 4 p.m. and I slept all day and just showered, so here we go. First, I start off by using toner on a cotton ball using upward strokes just to remove any impurities from my face. Then I will let that dry a little bit and use organic to green cocoa oil. I use the lemon scent. Not only is it a good moisturizer, but it can also be used as a makeup remover, among other things. I make sure it's nice and rubbed in. It can be a little bit oily if you have oily skin. Then I use Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation in soft beige. I just apply it with the applicator that it comes with, and then I'll use a brush to blend it in across my face and make sure that it's even down my neck. And then I'll take my Wet n Wild concealer and contour sticks, and I use them just to give my face some dimension. I'll use the concealer on my forehead, brow bones, cheekbones, nose, above my lip, my chin, and along my jaw. Then I take the concealer down my cheekbones, my nose, across my forehead, and my jawline. Then my beauty blender, blend it all in, make sure it's nice and even so that I have a nice even look with my foundation. Once I'm sure that it's all blended in, I then just take a cotton ball and wipe off my lips. I use a lip scrubbing brush and Smith's Rosebud Salve on my lips. Then I just use the lip scrubbing tool and make sure that my lips are nice and smooth, nice and soft. And then just make sure it's rubbed in. Next, I'll go in with my blush. I prefer to use a very pink shade. I pat it onto my brush and then pat it along my cheekbones. I also add a little pat to my nose for good measure to make sure that I have a nice glowing and rosy look. I'll then go in with my Profusion Strobe and Glow palette and use the shade Sugar Crush. I'll swipe it onto my cheekbones, as well as my brow bones, the bridge of my nose, and above my lip. Next, I use Anastasia Dip Brow in Auburn to do my eyebrows. Start off with a brush. I cut out here a bit, but then I readjusted my angle. I just used the pomade to outline my eyebrow and then use smaller strokes to fill in the areas that need filling in. I repeat this with the other eye, obviously, where you can see the technique that I use. Then I just give them a comb over and make sure that it's blended at the start so I don't have a harsh look. Next, I use another Profusion palette called Mixed Metals. I start off with the shade Polite to do along my brow bone and in the corners of my eyes and just blend it out. This eyeshadow look is really easy, anyone can do it. Next, I use the shade Outgoing and just brush it onto the basic shape of my eyelid a little bit farther beyond that and blend it out. And finally, I will take the shade Fearless and do the outer corners of my eyes towards the middle and just blend it out. And then I do put a little bit on the lower outer corner of my eye just to give it sort of a more pronounced look. Once I'm done with that, I take an eyeliner pencil and do my lower and upper lids. Once I'm finished with that, I will take my liquid eyeliner in Carbon Black from L'Oreal Paris Linear Intense Felt Tip Liquid Eyeliner. I did go back in after the video was taken and touch up my right wing again because it was a bit uneven and I couldn't tell whenever I was filming the video. I use outward sweeping motions and do the basic idea of what I want first, and then I'll go in and do my wings. If I make a mistake, I usually wet a Q-tip and only wipe the wing off and start over. I find that it's easier to control that way. I was making a face here because I did not have my wings even, but I did eventually achieve the look that I was going for. Next, I'll go in with my mascara. I use the Wet n Wild Mega Protein Waterproof Mascara. I use a downward motion on the tops of my eyelashes, then go back in with an upward motion, and then I get my bottom lashes as well. It's important while the mascara is still wet to come in with any other mascaras that you want to use. I'll be using the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara as well, just to give it a little added volume and length. It's important to do this while the original coat is still wet because this will avoid any clumping or making your eyelashes look like spider legs. I finally finish off with NYX Matte Finish Long Lasting Setting Spray, which works wonders for me, and that is the finished look. Until next time, it's your girl Caitlin. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe.